Welcome to The Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and The Daily Dish.
Surprise! I'm live. Remember I said it was going to be all recorded from now on? Well, I lied. Actually, it wasn't so much lying as it was like, you know what? I need to show up one more time. And I also need to say one more time, please go take a look at Full Bloom. It's tomorrow. It is tomorrow. And everything just finally came together. I was sharing it with Jenny just a minute ago. Amber's making some amazing graphics. And I'm telling you that this is good. I feel like this is the Freedom Fest, right? Because it's from getting from this place of fear and going to this place of courage so we can have the lives we want. You see me, I'm shaking my fists. Can you just go check it out? savingdinner.com/bloom. That's where all the action is. And tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, yes, I know, Pacific Coast folks, it's going to be really early, but this is why God invented coffee, okay? I mean, it is natural, it's organic, you know, blah, blah, blah. Just get on it. Get on it. And I cannot wait to see all of you there. I mean, I keep saying, everybody's saying, I'm so ready for Full Bloom. I see Flynn and Catherine and Nancy and Vanessa. Evie's here, Kathy, Mary Ann. Let's see, who else is in the house? Flynn! I see that. Lisa, so glad you're here. Melissa, nice to see you. Joanne, Marguerite, hello. I'm just so glad you're all here. Isn't it fun to be together? Well, tomorrow is going to be something. Plus, we have hot seats. And if you've never had a hot seat, you don't know what you're missing. Because, you know, people have a tendency to, hole up in their fear and stay small and not want to be vulnerable. And yet inside of them, there's this nagging thing that says, hey, you know, I got some stuff. I need someone to help me figure out. It helps to have another pair of eyes on your life. That's going to happen tomorrow as well. I'm pretty good at that. This is part of my little talent stack, if you will. This is the stuff that I love to do. Hey, Cheryl and Butterfly, I'm glad you're here. Sarah Preston in the house. What do you know? Good to see you. So that is what's happening tomorrow on Full Bloom. And plus, it's going to be on Crowdcast. So we will be able to see each other. I'll be able to bring you on board. We're going to have a good time. What can I say about that? It's on. It is on. So I'm so excited. Hi, John Lynn and Susan. Good to see you. Selenium is our supplement of the day. If you buy 3, you're going to get the 4th one free. And you know why I like it? Because the soil no longer has it and we need it. That's what helps with thyroid function. It helps with our hearts, helps with asthma, for heaven's sakes. We need it. It's also very effective against certain cancers. So selenium is a mineral that is missed that we need. That's why I have it in our lineup. Buy 3, get 1 free, and good grief, is that not the best? Suzanne got her swag bag today. Yay! Corliss, good to see you. They're all coming. Hi, Denise, by the way. They're all coming, you guys. You should be getting them. And I want you to read carefully what you need to do and how you need to put it together. You know what this swag bag is all about? The swag bag is about keeping something after the fact, not just a bunch of tchotchkes, but something that is going to be memorable that you can use for later. And you know what I'm saying if you already got yours. Yeah? Gonna be fun. So you know all about that. Buy 3, get 1 free. Find it at savingdinner.com/show. That's where we put it. It's the best, you know? It's the best. Check this one. Nothing gets easier. You get stronger. Truth? Isn't that the truth? If you've done the work, you know exactly what this is about. You know exactly what this is, but you got to do the work. There's no getting around the work. There's no getting around it. Anybody who promises you it's going to be so easy, run. because it always requires work if it requires you to show up. Amen? It does. And I'll tell you what, that when I finally got that and I quit finally looking for where's the shortcuts, where's the this, where's the that, and just rolled up my sleeves and got to work, that's when I started getting results on everything in my life. You too, right? Hi, Jackie. I hope yours comes today too. What? Your swag bags to be delivered on Monday. That's weird. Hi, Nancy. Thank you. You're such a sweetheart. Yeah, so there you go. The other thing is all of our tools you can find at savingdinner.com/tools. Now I'm going to say that for all of you full bloomers, tomorrow you're going to get a little code to go shopping in our store, but the tools aren't included on that. So I'm just letting you know that they're all available at savingdinner.com/tools, and your questions can be answered all next week. All next Friday at this very time. Just send them into support at savingdinner.com /nothing. Savingdinner.com. Send them into support at savingdinner.com. Question for Leanne on Friday. It's been a day and a half already. I wonder why all of yours is, well, you know why it's getting there late? It's because of the holiday. Yeah, the holiday messed everything up. Blame it on Labor Day, right? It was the weekend. Also, in the mail, is our Noreen here? I wanted to say thank you to Noreen because Noreen sent me something just so lovely that I just have to share it. It's just, she sent me, first of all, she sent me this little sticker. It says perfect, I think is so sweet. This lovely little thingy that, I mean, I don't know what to do. I think I can take this off and put it on something, but isn't it so pretty? It's in all in full bloom. And then all these little gizmos, they're paper crafting kit, which I won't know what to do with, but my daughter's coming, so I'm going to get her to help me with that because I have no idea. But you know what? I love little stuff like this, and I especially love, I love the color selection. So that's so sweet. Then a sweet note, which I'm not reading to you because it's private, but it made me well up with tears. What a sweet, you know what? Don't we all just need a little encouragement sometimes? That happens. Then she sent me this journal that I'm just absolutely in love with. And, you know, I didn't even see this in here. Look, there's a bookmark too. Isn't that so pretty? Know that today a friend is thinking of you. Gosh, look at this. This is just beautiful. And look at this. Lift up your eyes on high and see who has created these stars. So I'm sorry, but I'm a little welled up with tears and emotion. I love little presents like this because it says, I care about you and I love you. You know, I care about you and I love you. And you know what? I care about all of you and I love all of you. I hope you know that. You mean the world to me. And it's just really, this community is just everything. Yes, there is nothing better than Happy Meal. That is the truth. Hi, Lucy. Nancy says she's getting her full bloom outfits ready. So you've got more than one, Nancy. I want you to model that business. That's all. Just model it. What else do we have to talk about today? Are you getting our newsletters, by the way? You should be. If you go to savingdinner.com, there's a little annoying pop-up that comes up. And you know what? It's going to get you on the newsletter list, which means that you are going to get our recipes, special deals, all of that. And you know, the other cool thing about it is you're also going to get the show notes because we do show notes. They get taken, notes get taken. And then the next day we get them, put them in the newsletter, and you get to see what it is, recap of everything that's going on. Pretty cool. I have questions. And I have answers. You ready to go there? You ready to do it? All right. Here we go. Jackie says, I'm loved back. Thank you, Jackie. It means everything. Oh, what? Hold the phone. Also, I forgot. Look. Ta-da! The book and the workbook. The book, Getting Off the Carousel of Crazy, How to Live a Vibrant Life in Full Bloom, right there. Do you love the artwork? That's our Amber. Look. Do you love that? Isn't it so great? And a workbook to go with it. I'm so excited about these two books. I mean, I can't hardly contain myself. I'm excited. Tomorrow they go on sale. They go on sale tomorrow. You will not get them. You will get them announced at full bloom. They go on sale tomorrow. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Keeping my lips buttoned. Buttoned. Okay, I'm going to start with, I've got 3 questions. Vanessa took it to the next level of questions, by the way, because, you know, I could hear her. I could hear her in this. And she was in my Take Back Your Life program. So we've Zoom called before. So I remember her voice. I hear you in this one, Vanessa. Yours is going to be the last question because it's going to take more. She's laughing. And say hi to the girls. Say hi to the girls for me. So I'm going to take it to the next level, and I've got my counterpart. Jenny's going to help me. She's got some bombs to drop in the comments as we're talking about this. Okay, so button up, Buttercup, because we're going to take your question to the next level, Vanessa. Okay, from Mary Beth Taylor. This is the first one. Do you take your supplements all at once, or do you space them out during the day? Should some supplements be taken with a meal, before a meal? Are there any that should not be taken before bed? That's an excellent question. Now we have a little supplement. I think we just ordered some new ones. We have a little supplement flyer that says how to take your supplements. Now, very important, never take a B complex before bed. However, our beauty support has a little B in it, a little biotin, and you can take beauty support before bed, but it's not the complex. It's just the biotin. Got it? And choline and a couple other things. So what I have is, I'm going to give you my rundown of how I do my supplements. First things first, most supplements you're going to take all at one time, but there are a few that require an empty tummy, right? An empty tummy. So the empty tummy one, first of all, and first and foremost, is SAMe. Now that's an enzyme that helps your body with all kinds of things, from pain to a better mood. Believe it or not, it helps your joints. And I've been taking it for probably 27 years now, maybe 28 years, not sure. Long time. And I would not be without it. I thought I had carpal tunnel really well. Maybe I did. I had carpal tunnel, but when I saw a friend of mine, Dr. Neil Spate, who lived in Charlotte, and I lived in Charlotte at the time, he goes, "Oh, you know, you need SAMe. That's what you need." I was like, okay, bring it on. And I started taking the SAMe, and I have never looked back. So I take it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Ours is excellent because it is in nitrogen flushed foil packets. It stays fresh. If you buy it in the jar, maybe not so much. So it's really important. You want those enzymes alive. So I take SAMe, and I also take Leptofix on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, because that's the way it works. I double down on my Leptofix. You can maybe only do one, but that's the whole thing, and that's the way it works. With a meal, I take everything else except the stuff that I take at night, okay? The stuff that I take at night is Sleepies. I also take extra taurine, by the way. That's been helpful for me. I'm ADD, by the way. I don't know if you knew that, but I am a little bit all over the place. And that's part that helps calm me down a little bit. So I take Sleepies, taurine. I also take our proactive probiotic at night before we go to sleep. And I take Vibrant Body Detox before we go to sleep. I know it's a lot, but I'm just so used to it. And I have my nighttime supplements that are in a little dish, or a little drawer that's right there in one of my nightstands, and it's just right there, and I take it all out, and that's when I do it. Boom, works for me. So that's how I do it. Digestimes I take as well before, like 15 minutes before a meal, with about a half a glass of water. And Digestimes or Glycozyme, and I take Glycozyme now. Sometimes I'll take Digestimes because that's what I have hanging around, but as you can imagine, when you have a supplement company, you have supplements everywhere. And so I make sure that I'm always taking Digestimes. It helps with your digestion, right? That's why you take it before the meal. You really shouldn't, there's very few supplements you should take on an empty stomach. understand this, like, especially when you're doing a B complex, you're doing the fish oil, you know, we have the Biomega-3X and all the rest of it. But the thing is, they're all in capsules, right? They're all in capsules, and it rides on your food and it digests the same time with your food. So your body is super digesting. What happens if you just take a bunch of supplements on an empty stomach? You could get an upset stomach because it's just like, blah, what have I just done to myself, right? So usually I do that with my smoothie in the morning, and it's just easy. I mean, it's routine and it's part of the thing. Make my coffee, take my supplements, you know, right then. That's when I take my supplements, my empty stomach supplements. And then I take my supplements, the rest of my supplements, and like the Crave Crusher and all of it. You know, I take everything we have, as you can imagine, in there. And the only ones that I take that I take on an empty stomach or whatever is just what I said. So before meal, the digeszymes or glucozyme. Before your breakfast or having coffee or whatever on an empty stomach, you want to be doing your SAMe and leptofix. And then at night, that's when you pull down the big guns, pull out the sleepies, pull out the Vibrant Body Detox. I love that it works with your body to quench inflammation at night, which I love because your body's doing all kinds of corrective things at night anyway. Your proactive probiotic is you know, re-upping the troops in your gut. Works for me. I sleep like a baby mostly, except last night I was kind of like, oh, here we go. It's part of my whole process. That's what Jenny says. This is part of the process. You'll be fine. Okay, Janice says, I am a diabetic and overweight. What dinner answers menu should I choose? You know what? Funny enough, Janice, we have so many that you could choose. You almost can't go wrong with any of them. I would, although, back away from the classic menu just because it's a little bit more carb centric, not tons, but a little bit more. But the low carb menus would work. Paleo would work. Just watch things that have a lot of, like, you know, heavy hard squashes and stuff like that. When you're diabetic, you need to bring down the carbs. Your body's letting you know that you process carbs quickly or that you're a little bit insulin resistant and therefore not processing them fast enough. So that's part of the whole, you know, insulin resistant. And, you know, when you consider most of us who have a little bit of a, you know, a little tummy going on or whatever, that's our body saying, hey, hold it, time out. So the low carb, the paleo, the keto, any of those would work. Hi, Wendy. Good to see you. And our Sleepies really is amazing. I have to say, it's got a combination of all kinds of things, a little melatonin, a little valerian in there. There's some lemon balm, all kinds of things. They work together. It's just this wonderful little stuff. Sometimes if I'm really wound up and have had a, you know, busy day and I just need to bring it down a notch, I also take the traditional medicine, the tea company, traditional medicine tea, I guess is what it is. And it's the night stuff. Really good. All right. Traditional medicinals. There it is. Hey, here comes Vanessa's question. In my homeschool group, I'm saying it in my best Vanessa voice. Is this working? In my homeschool group, there's a lot of moms on the Optiva weight loss diet program. Every single woman has lost so much weight, and there's 3 exclamation points there. I can't believe it. In this program, they don't even have to work out. In fact, they're told not to work out for the first few weeks because their bodies are in ketosis. Watch my eyes. Okay. The most popular is their 5-in-1 program. They eat 5 small snacks, 1 snack every 2 to 3 hours, and 1 evening meal. Oh, there they go again. Help, help. Out of control. I don't know. The purpose is to shrink your stomach so you can get used to eating smaller amounts. Okay, now I'm going to start banging my head against the desk. Ready? Okay. I looked up their website, looked over their ingredients, and was not impressed at all. They say it's about nutrition, but I saw so much inflammatory stuff and hidden sugars. That's my girl. That's Vanessa right there. That's my girl saying that. Everybody, pinkies up for Vanessa. She recognized it and put it out there. Okay, you ready? I said no because thanks to you, I learned the dangers about snacking and bad ingredients. Here are my questions. I know, everybody's pinking up, Vanessa. Yay for you. How are they losing so much doggone weight? Three question marks. LOL, especially with the ingredients in the snack. Is it all due to the shrinking of the stomach, like portion control and following a schedule? All right, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is, because this is how garbage gets on people's radars. You know, it takes one person. Look at me, look how much weight I've lost, right? You know, we've seen this. Remember Oprah with the by the way, OptiFast is the company that did this. And OptiFast is the company that Oprah lost all that weight with. Remember? Pulling all that fat out on a wagon. Do you remember that? Well, first of all, Optiva, whatever this is, soy, and more soy, fake sugars, inflammatory, a bunch of garbage. It's crap. There are all kinds of, you know, what they've done is they've put these women in starvation mode. Yeah, they're going to lose weight, but I'm going to tell you what, watch them. 1 year from now, they'll all have put it back on because they can't do this forever. 5 small snacks a day. Come on. That's just absolutely asinine. Come on. So yeah, they're going to lose. You can lose if you crash diet. That's what this is. You can lose weight if you crash diet. And not exercising, you know what that is? Now you're losing, look at, okay, chocolate shake, soy, fructose. Fructose is the second ingredient. That's inflammatory. Oh, look at this, whey protein, modified cornstarch, that's sugar. Inulin, well, that's fiber, that's okay. Maltodextrin, sugar, soy lecithin, salt. Come on. Let me just tell you this. I just read this study today. You know what the study said? It's been proven over and over and over again. If you eat whole foods that are easily identifiable, you will lose weight. You will bring your inflammation down. This is what look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, tomato powder. Doesn't that sound yummy? Well, canola oil. Okay, there it is. Okay. Wow, okay. Naturally flavored. There it is. Okay. So I scream over stuff like this. And I was telling Jenny about this morning. She goes, oh yeah, she's got friends who are doing it too. And guess what? They're all going to lose weight. The point that I'm trying to make is that they won't keep it off. Fad diets, crash diets will help you to lose weight. Yes, but they will not keep 100% carousel crazy. This is just one more peg on the board, right? This is Weight Watchers taken to bad. This is old science too. This whole 5 meal a day, shrink your stomach. Of course, there is stomach stretch receptors in your stomach. True that. But 5 meals a day, shrinking your stomach. You know what shrinks your stomach? It's starting to train your hunger hormones. I'm talking for life, folks. Get your hunger hormones in line. Listen to your body. Don't listen to a stupid multi-level marketing crap fest. That's what this is. You know, and we've seen this over and over again. These companies make billions of dollars and they are making it off our butts. Doesn't that anger you? I mean, you know, I just want to say this right now. I just want to say this. This is an itsy bitsy book that no one's going to read in the big world. Probably not. You guys will, but it's a small book. But it's a book that's rebelling against the machine, because this diet culture is all they're doing is it's scraping in money. And when you're done with Optiva or whatever this is, there'll be another one to come along. Oh, take these shakes. I had somebody who, and believe me, I've had a lot of people who want me to do their multi-level marketing shakes and supplements and send me all kinds of stuff. Can I just tell you what? They're all garbage. They're full of fructose. And when I said to this woman, she was in a group that I was in, and she was like, this is the best stuff. And look at me. This is what I did. And now I'm this big deal with this multi-level marketing company. I'm on stages all over the world. And she was. But I looked at it and I said, the first ingredient, was fructose, for heaven's sakes. That's inflammatory. You can't do that forever. And I said, how did you feel when you were losing? Oh, she said it was so hard. I said, I bet you don't say that on stage, Oh, there you go. This is just, this is the kind of thing that we can't. Yeah, there you go. Sarah just said it right there. That's exactly what I'm trying to say, is don't follow any plan that you can't follow forever. Don't follow any plan that makes it so that you have to do their magic food, and it comes in a carton and you tear it off and you eat it. I want you to go to the grocery store. I want you to get friendly in the produce department. I want you to start being friendly with vegetables and understanding that, man, they're your friends. That's what I want for you, because I understand too that when you feed your mitochondria, which is the energy center to every single cell, then you're going to be feeding your body. And if you're feeding your cells, you're feeding your body. And if you're feeding your body, guess what? Your energy level is going to go up just like your cells' energy level has gone up. Because what are we? I mean, you guys understand what pixels are, right? We're pixels. That's what cells are. They're little pixels, little teensy-weensy pieces of each one of us. And you know what it looks like when you've got a lot of pixels and how clear and crisp it is versus not very many. It's kind of a fuzzy, weird looking picture. Well, I think a lot of us are walking around kind of with great big pixels instead of having these really tight cells that have the integrity of their membrane and have mighty mitochondria going, the whole bit. Our cells are just a microcosm of who we are. So if our cell is happy, boy, are you going to be happy too. And you're going to see yourself in a whole different light. The other thing is that I want you to have a program for life where you can become an intuitive eater, that you can make choices that only bless you, that don't take away your vibrancy from your life. This isn't vibrant. This is scary and awful. So why are they losing so much weight? It's a crash diet with unsustainable with results, period. Because if they get this far, they're going to go to the next. If they want to keep it off, they're going to have to keep doing this. And then they're going to find out all of a sudden that they've broken their metabolism. And that broken metabolism, that's not going to work. You know what happens with that broken metabolism? It just keeps breaking, and you have to keep eating less and less and maybe exercising more. And then you are caught on the carousel of crazy, and then it's not working at all anymore. You start gaining weight back, and maybe menopause comes or perimenopause. God help us all when the hormones come, right? You haven't tamed your hunger hormone. It's all about watching this and following a plan that's not really anything except a crash diet with old science, 5 snacks a day. You don't ever get your insulin levels down. And insulin is the fat storing hormone, because eventually that's not going to work. Wendy's got a lot of questions. What's my plan? Do I ship to Canada? You bet I ship to Canada. And my plan, check out what Jenny just posted in the links there, Wendy. And it's free, yeah. Aren't they messing up their insulin and making way for future gut problems? Oh, they're making way for future gut problems. And yeah, they are messing up their insulin, because our insulin needs to take a break. Take a seat, insulin. Take a seat. Let's wait till we're hungry till we eat, right? And can you imagine eating a little snack and saying, I'm still starving, but I'm going to hold tight. I'm going to follow the plan. We don't do that. In ours, what we do is we follow our plan and we wait till we're hungry. We stop when we're satisfied, not full, and we allow to be satisfied with our food. We get mindful with it. You know, we take a mindset with us to our dinner plates. It's not just about what's on our plate. It's not just about the plan. It's also about our mindset. It's about hydrating and moving. It's about connection with others. There's so much involved because it's not just one thing. You know, losing weight is really simple to understand because that weight is just a symptom of other stuff going on in your life. And if you're like me, food addict right here, food has been your out. It's been your number. It's been your best friend. It's been the thing you fall on. And then when we decide that, okay, I don't want the weight anymore because I want to look different or put a bathing suit on or get married or graduate or whatever it is that we need to do, then we start to get serious with it and we exchange that crazy making for a new kind of crazy making with the diet culture. And that's what the carousel of crazy is all about. And when we make a decision that we're going to unplug from that and become autonomous, you know, our own person, we have to understand that our vibrancy and the yummy life that we want to live is all connected. Bottom line, heart, mind, body, and soul to the whole being. You can't divorce yourself and just be all about getting your butt into a pair of smaller jeans. It doesn't work, period. Doesn't. That's what I have to say about that. She said, number 3 question. There you are. Yes, listen to what Lizzie said. Many of us are off the insulin after we start the hot melt wave because it's meant to give your insulin a rest. Yeah, and your body gets back. And that's an excellent point, what Sarah said. You'll never be satisfied with junk food because it's so full of chemicals that our cells don't recognize it as food. And absolutely right. And what happens because of what big food has done to all of this stuff, and they're full of excitotoxins, and it just makes you want more. It's like the old Lay's potato chip. Bet you can't eat just one. Keep making you Jones for the next thing, the next level, which is unfortunate. Her last question in this 3, after cutting all the fruit from their diet for months, when they slowly reintroduce it back to their bodies, won't the weight come back on? And probably bring some friends. It's just the way it is, right? Know what? You can't sustain this. And the problem that we have is in our culture, and this is the diet culture, okay? Here's your plan. Lose all this weight. You don't have to exercise. You don't have to do anything. Just eat our crappy food. Look at all the weight you've lost. Now for maintenance, add 2 blueberries a day or add this every or whatever. And here comes the weight. Boom. They don't tell you that part because they don't maintain it. But something else gets popular. Excuse me. And guess what? That's the next thing on the carousel of crazy. And that's why the carousel of crazy goes around and around. And it keeps your head spinning. There's always something new. And listen, our stuff is it's pretty standard, but it's all the science put together. It's a free program, for heaven's sake, 7 days. And then we move into other programs, we move into other levels and other challenges and focuses and what have you to keep you focused on doing this for the rest of your life so that you can become an intuitive eater. That's the goal. That's where we all need to shoot for, that we can go out and we know ourselves enough to know, yeah, I can have that pasta dinner at that neat Italian restaurant and it's just going to be enough. Or no, I can't go there because that'll just be an invitation to a downward slide because I know myself. And that's the most important thing. It is not a prescription. We can't do the prescription for everybody. We can't say this is what you do. No. We have to give principles and then we say you put it into play because you're the one who knows yourself. I don't know you exactly. I don't know you exactly and how you operate and what makes you tick and what doesn't. Tanya had a little thing she was talking about. She had a question or something, and I was telling about loose skin, and I was telling her do this, and she said, "Well, for my body, this is what I need to do. Otherwise, I'll end up constipated." See, she knows herself. She pushed back on me. I said, "No, I can't do that. For my body, I got to do this, and this is the reason why." And you know what I say to her? Yes, girl, You know yourself. You tell me what. That's the way it should be. And that's what it is for you, and that's what it is for me. And we all need to come to that place. And I will further go a step further and say it is never, ever, ever going to be about the size of your jeans, because number one, you're perfect right the way you are, right? And you need to accept yourself like that. And two, when you get to where you are or where you want to go or whatever, let that be, I feel good in my skin, and that's enough. Because it's not about what society says or some skinny blonde bimbo says over here that everybody should be a size 4 or whatever. If you're 14 and you feel really good in your skin and your blood, tests come back and stellar, you rock it, sister. Because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Health, vibrancy, living the life on your terms the way you want to. And food is just fueling you. It's not your everything. It's not your be all end all. That makes sense to you? That's how I feel about this whole thing. So there. And that's all I've got for you today. So I'm going to give you one more push, right? I don't, if you don't like it, it's okay. But I want you to show up tomorrow for full bloom. And let me just put it to you this way. Even if you cannot show up live, at least get full bloom, and we'll send it to you when it's all recorded. You can listen to it at your leisure over a course of a few days. You can timestamp the stuff that's so, important for you. We get together like this a couple of times a year, and we do it because we want to connect heart to heart. Part of being in full bloom is being connected to other women who are on the same page as you. That's part of it. And the other thing is to learn to grow and to workshop and to make a decision that we're going to go after the next level of what our lives have to hold for us. That's why I want you there. So check it out. Go to savingdinner.com/bloom and get all the goods. So Denise, I know you'll be there. So will you, Nancy? Angie, I'm so glad. I can't wait to see you all. It's going to be really, really fun. I will calm down later on. I am pretty passionate. You're right, Wendy. She called it. But yeah, and I don't stop either. If I wasn't passionate, I wouldn't be here. Period. I mean, what's the point? I know you're going to be there, Lisa, Melissa. I know Joanne is too. I'm really excited for you. So listen, full bloom. If you want to live your life in full bloom, in complete, vibrant full bloom, and you feel like you're just missing out, go to savingdinner.com/bloom and just read the page. If it's calling to you, it's calling to you. If it's not, that's cool too. But I think it will. And I hope I see you there. Peace be with you. And I'll see you all tomorrow in full bloom. Bye.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.